Obedience matters more to God than religious activity. One day I was at home with my mom, a cool day, nothing really going on. And I decided I want to go out. I want to go and meet some friends, play some games, do something exciting because it was quite boring in the house. So I told my mom that I'm going out, I'm going to enjoy myself. My mom said I shouldn't go. I said, no, I'll go. She said I shouldn't go. I said, no, I'll go. It became a back and forth with her. In the end, I decided I'm going. Whatever she says, I'm not listening. So I just took my bath, put on some dress, wore a bag, and I left the house. And immediately I got to the junction about 10 minutes ago, an accident had just occurred. In the accident, there was a driver and one passenger, and the passenger died, but the driver did not die. When I saw the accident, blood flowing all over the street, I just turned around and I went home. I didn't understand why my mom didn't want me to go out, because I felt like I was going to have fun. I was going to be happy. And then she said I should just stay in the house and be bored and not do much, But obeying her in that instance was more important than me going out. And I didn't understand initially. I had a feeling that if I didn't even consider or have that argument with her within the time that I did, probably if I stepped out at that time, I would have been involved in that accident because it was just the path I was taking to where I was going to, And translating this to 1 Samuel 15, which tells us that obedience is more important than sacrifice. God prefers that you obey him than any religious activity you do for him, than any offering you can give to him. He prefers that you obey him. What is sacrifice? Sacrifice is what you do for God. And what is obedience? Obedience is doing what God tells you to do. God prefers that you do what he has told you to do than to sacrifice anything for him, than to do anything. God prefers that you obey him. That was Saul's mistake. So in 1 Samuel 12, God told someone to tell Saul to go and kill the Amalekites and kill everything in the land. Don't even leave a cockroach alive. Kill every single thing there, and then he eliminated almost everyone. He didn't do exactly what God told him to do. So he kept back some animals, the fat ones, the juicy animals. I'm sure he wanted to do some party with it. And then he also didn't kill the king of the Amalekites, called King Agag, who he was supposed to kill. He did not kill that person, So someone was there just chilling out, and then God revealed himself to him, or God spoke to him saying that he has rejected Saul because he didn't fully obey. And then someone went to Saul and told him what he's done was wrong. He has rejected him, and it is better to obey than to sacrifice, because Saul said that he brought the animals so that he can use them as sacrifice to the Lord, So we see in this text, in this passage, that God prefers you to obey than to perform any religious activity, any sacrificial work for him. God prefers that you obey him, you do exactly what he's told you to do, than to sacrifice anything for him. So let's learn to obey. Sometimes we don't understand. I'm sure Saul did not understand why he should kill animals. Animals are just animals, he could have enjoyed them. I'm sure he didn't understand why he should kill them, There are many instructions that we don't understand, but we have to obey because God sees the end from the beginning. You don't know how it to play out. Sometimes your way seems right, the path seems, this is the right choice to make, this is the right path to go to, but the honest truth is that you don't know the end of that situation. You don't know, and God is the one that knows the end of that situation. That is why he's advising you, or he's giving you the instructions to do this and to do that, because he knows how it to play out in the end. Yes, so it's important to obey than to sacrifice. So God prefers that than any sacrificial work you do for him. This is JT here, and I'll catch you up in the next one. Peace.